Will Caicedo be making a move to Chelsea this January, or will he be staying at Brighton? And will Anthony Gordon return to Everton or turn up at Newcastle? They're two of the big stories that we'll be covering today on DR Sports. My name's Nicky Hawkins. Thanks for joining me. Let's get right into that Caicedo news then. Chelsea are pushing for a move for Caicedo, but Roberto De Zerbi says it's best he stays at Brighton and in the summer he changes teams. Arsenal are also interested. Listen, I think it would be a more attractive move to go to Arsenal at the minute. They've got a thinner squad, more chance of playing. Chelsea are throwing money left, right and centre. And Brighton won't be wanting to lose another player to Chelsea. In my opinion, best he doesn't go there. Who knows what's going to happen to Chelsea? They're giving big deals out, spending lots of money. It may not work, and if they do, it's only a slippery slope from there. Let's get on to the Anthony Gordon news then. Anthony Gordon, the Everton player, has missed today's training session. There's a lot of talk and rumours going around that he's told that Everton that he will not be returning to the club. Fans are turning on him a little bit. Apparently he's in for a medical and agreed personal terms. It was all proposed a few days ago. It's no secret that Everton are going to need to raise funds to give a new manager a few days. Let's forget, they haven't appointed a manager yet. They've only got a few days to give this new manager some funds. There's talk about Arnautovic coming in today, but who knows? But apparently Anthony Gordon has refused to return to Everton and will turn up at Newcastle. On to another player, Malo Gusto, Chelsea again. Leon President says Malo Gusto is staying for the rest of the season, but Chelsea are prepared to present a new proposal. They're playing with fire, Chelsea, I think, in terms of financial fair play. They've got to make the Champions League, and at the moment, they're not looking in the best of shape. Pedro Porro, deal to Tottenham nearly complete. Payment terms are the last step, as a €45 million fee could be paid in 3 or 4 instalments. Pedro Porro has agreed to a 5-year deal at Spurs. That's according to Sky. Again, they've just hijacked Everton's move for Dan Juma. But, you know, a good move for Spurs, in my opinion. Into relegation trouble now. Bournemouth have offered €30 million plus add-ons, as well as a 10% sell-on clause to AS Roma for Nicolo Zaniolo. But his priority is AC Milan, has agreed personal terms. Milan offering loan with a buy clause. Listen, this is the type of transfer that's got disaster written all over it for Bournemouth, like our Danny Ings deal. €30 million is a lot of money for a team in relegation trouble. And if you go down, you know, you've seen the likes of QPR and teams like that. They get stuck with these big players on big wages. But it doesn't look like he's going to go there. Roma are saying AC Milan is his priority. So, yeah. Talking about AC Milan, they look like they're spending big. They're interested in Alan St-Maximin as a potential alternative to Nico Zaniolo, but Zaniolo is still the priority. So if he doesn't go to AC Milan and he does turn up at Bournemouth, they will be looking at Newcastle's Alan St-Maximin. Listen, I think St-Maximin is a fine player. I would love to have him at my club. I'll be very surprised if he does leave Newcastle. Big things going on at Newcastle. And I think, you know, the sky's the limit for them. And Leeds are still in talks with Juventus over Weston McKennie. Juventus want €35 million. Again, it's the relegation trouble, isn't it? You know, do you gamble at this point in the season, spend €35 million, highly inflated fees, highly inflated transfer fees? Bit like us with Danny Ings, 15 million quid, and he become our highest earner. He's out for a month now. But Weston McKennie, Juventus want €35 million. But will he still be interested in a move to Leeds? You know, they're still in trouble. There's a lot of these teams still in trouble. But a move to the Premier League would be attractive to any player at the moment. They was telling me downstairs just a minute ago, we've spent the most of any country combined, all the countries, European countries combined, in transfer fees. So spending galore. There will be more transfer news every day. But for now, that was me, Nicky Hawkins. Catch you later.